all totally unrelated items special. No wonder there wasn't a single joke about cum in the all-white special. That just wouldn't make any sense. Well, I guess the only way it could make sense is if I, Hugbees, creator of this series on YouTube.com, were a true comedic genius. And I knew that each and every one of you would be waiting for a joke about cum this entire episode. So I kept you on the leash for the entire video's runtime, boosting my analytics just to craft incredible jokes without ever needing to reference semen in any capacity. But that would only be possible if I was the same kind of comedic genius who would refrain from using a single swear word in this entire episode just to challenge myself to see if I could get through an entire episode without relying on profanity as a punchline for no other reason than to test my comedic abilities. And since all of those things seem to be true, I guess the only thing left for you to do is to subscribe and go watch each and every single other video I have ever made so you can see what true comedic
on fate. You tried me and failed, but I know how sharp's your blade. We will play once again. Engage in dancing on the edge. No, you're joining me. No, fuck that. Hold on, I'm trying to get all my cans in one spot. I unplugged my headset back from shit. Okay, fuck this. We'll just plop you down behind the TV. I don't care what happens. Well, beyond that point. Let's do arcade battles for a little bit so I can get that heavy tank I was talking about.
Creating labels with CapStitch is easy. Go to your branding tab, choose your label size and background, upload your artwork, submit for review, and done. Once approved, you can apply your label to any design, synced products, new drafts, even items already in your cart. Set your default label, and every new drop is automatically branded.
You already
no
up.
extra steps. Just better branding,
Ready up!
custom and totally yours. Every label is sewn directly into the garment.
Bro, shut up. This girl sounds like one of those fucking AI porn ads. Like, get the fuck out of
It's
here.
that time of year again. That's right. It's
September 28th, 2025.
And that means it's time for me to make fun of how daft Wikipedia is again. Oh, don't worry. The world's quickest reference to the world's greatest knowledge isn't going even the least bit silly or crazy to warrant that adjective. But instead, it's making fun of people who are silly or crazy enough to spend their free time making Wikipedia articles that no one will ever care about or ever want to read. This is my continuation of my idea where I read the deleted articles with freaky titles section of Wikipedia, a secret list of 198 pages of removed articles Wikipedia keeps around for the sole purpose of laughing at and shaming their user base into hopefully becoming less stupid. That part's not a joke, it's literally why it exists. I go into more detail in my first video on this topic, which I'll link in the description, but long story short, this is a compiled list of real articles.
You know you can type in chat and I can, like, I could talk to you that way, right?
From unfunny internet memes to people clearly bored at work to nonsensical, borderline mentally ill ramblings. And I'm here to point out the juicier ones.
Not this chat, I mean YouTube chat.
We left off was after the B
I just
section.
want to make sure
So
that's
I'll
like
see you in
that's
the
well
C
known.
section. Yes, I'm referring to medical procedures used to save a woman's pregnancy. I'm cuckoo for cesarean pops. Calcium, is it a metal or not? Yes, and yes it is. Well, at least according to little-known source Wikipedia. That's a great start. This is a 1 in a million start for mankind's intelligence. California, potato power. This is a misheard lyric from the Persona 4 opening theme, Pursuing My True Self. And this pisses me off. Because I remember back when I used to live stream video games to the internet, I told everyone there was a song in Persona 5 about a river of garlic, and everyone called me a moron. And if you're upset that I just made an embarrassing joke about a game that you potentially love, just remember, everyone loves anime, camosexual, with the entire article takes quote,
got him. There's a T-34 down, close to the ground. Got a critical hit on his turret. Engine's fucked up, he's stalled. Object sexy under the umbrella of objectphilia, or getting a big old boner when you watch some proper goose stepping as part of a universe. But as far as I can Google, there is. He's staring at me! He's looking at us! Just because those just so happen to have itch, acid wash, or even washed in the blood. Got one. T-34 is repairing. Good shit on that team kill. I'm gonna move up here. We got a teammate running from a BF-109. If you have a decent turret, try to take that thing out of his head. The Valentine 6. It's looking at us. No, it's not. Never mind. Or it was looking at us. It just wasn't looking directly at us. Good shit so far. Good shit so far. That's 3 kills. Have you gotten a single kill yet? 1 kill. I'm hit. Behind. Not sure from where, actually. I'm popping a smoke in that direction. Discover delicious meals with Factor. Wait a minute, that's not on the list. That's the sponsor of today's video. Oops. I'm gonna do an artillery strike on a little over B. Let's start moving this way. Ram 1 ahead. Cannot see him. He's behind something. And behind a few trees, actually. Move up on that. Be careful of the right. I'm not sure if there's somebody there. Watch my front. Oh, fuck, I just ran into a rock. Dude, oh my god, bro. These ads are fucking ridiculous, dude. Move up on back. There's no one up here. There might be somebody to the right. Not even the buildings. Our team has got A. There's a MB-157 circling around. I'm so much faster than Sherman. I'm joining the Ergo. Doesn't work because nobody fucking plays Ergo. Let's try to help this Marauder 3H. Plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code FB50 at
Factor75.com, you get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year.
Thank you very much.
Oh. I think I like the other place.
Good shit. Good shit.
It's kind of lame. It's kind of lame.
Good shit. That's how you do it.
Bitch. Do you think
That's how you get
racist
shit
or potentially
done.
racist?
Ooh, and I unlocked my tank. I unlocked my new tank!
Was literal. Linlithgow is a fun little town in Scotland that I hope to God I'm pronouncing
The
right. And it's a
M6A1.
place of a bunch of history, including being the birthplace of Mary Queen of Scots.
Let's
Chief
replace
among that
this with the
history is legend of
M10
the Black
GMC.
Bitch. There was a man who was once condemned to die in jail of starvation. A perfect plan that would have gone perfectly.
Do I
if not
want to
for
unlock the
loyal Black
M43?
Bitch. The man's dark-furred greyhound swam across the entire Linlithgow loch to sneak him
What is
food
this
every
tank? I don't think
single
I've seen
day.
this.
When his
Oh, this is
captors
the
discovered
Sherman.
this, the Black Bitch was tied to a tree on a lone island, effectively condemning it to the same fate as its master. Because of this tale and some other historical connotations that are pretty murky in origin, the official crest of Linlithgow is of the Black Bitch tied to a tree to symbolize its loyalty.
Ready up. We're gonna play a
And
few
people
matches so I can
born
get
in
this
the
thing
town are
slightly
often
leveled
referred to
more up.
as Black Bitches. I'm not making that up. And hell, according to some sources that I found, the name Linlithgow has Old Gaelic associations for the words loch, which is lake, black, and dog. So I have a question for Wikipedia after that big history lesson. Why was that one deleted? I'm dead serious. That was interesting, historical, and the title is a perfect summation of what it's talking about. Hell, if Case of the Black Bitch sounds too much like a modern legal trial, then just have it redirect to the article called The Legend of the Black Bitch or something like that. A lot of this info is already sprinkled within the Linlithgow Wikipedia article and is definitely substantial enough to give it its own page. But from what I can tell from notes left by Wikipedia editors, the answer is simple. They're really bad at their jobs. Because they're too busy red taping everything that uses, oh no, profanity, boo-hoo. Because the word bitch is used in this legend, it seems people mistake this title to be inflammatory. Like someone's just saying a joke of, a case of the Black Bitch. You know, maybe to make fun of a specific person or something. That's stupid, Wikipedia. You're stupid. Let's all grow up a little and realize that words only ever have the power that you assign them. And context is everything, bitch. And that time I'm calling Wikipedia staff a bitch. No dogs or legends or anything like that. Cat vomit exercise. I just want the context of this one, really. Do you make your cat vomit to exercise it? Is it a people exercise utilizing cat vomit? Is there a missing comma after the word vomit on that list of two different things that'll make the average American sick to their stomach when they read it that way? The world may never know. Chemical properties of Mr. Spock's fake ears. This is probably a joke that they're made of vulcanized rubber. Oh god, not again. Chess should not have been deleted because there's quite
Yo, look at this sexy bitch. Look at this thing. Look to your right. Look at this sexy ass tank. Oh! Oh my god.
I'm gonna plug my Weird Death series of videos here. And I might in the future have to do a special on chess-related deaths. There's more than you would think. Kill Jesus. Okay, I'm actually getting kind of pissed off. Kill Jesus is a Nigerian gospel singer songwriter and worship leader. She rose to prominence with the release of her 2003 song Kiowa, from which her stage name is derived. She is recognized for her contributions to the popularization of indigenous gospel music, particularly songs performed in the Igbo language. Do you want to know how I knew that? That's the first paragraph of her fucking Wikipedia article. This isn't free. And this article sure as hell isn't deleted. I'm dissecting a pattern here, which is I think a lot of these articles are just Wikipedia editors seeing terms that they think they're strangeness or Judaism, such as bitch or Jesus or death, and slapping them on here because they're too lazy to do 5 seconds of Googling. And I know they didn't do that, because if they did, most of the time the person that would come up with a fucking The several largest animals for Noah to trust on the ark were the cheetahs. And even then, the dominant offensive to stereotype the big cat population on land, showing the woods of and don't listen to their mothers because they don't care. This seems to be a reference to the 2018 Boomer blog article with the same title, and I'll go ahead and link that in the description.
Dude, bro, can this T-34 dog shit ass player stop pushing me out of the way? Can you pull me back, Visible Cloud? I can't move.
Most of the zones are under control.
Ever be. Hannah Haywood is the coolest person ever. The coolest person in the world is Phil.
Help!
He's
Help! Help me!
And well, she was born and died in 1990.
Oh my god, bro! The M4A1 Shermans are so fucking annoying, bro. There's one coming up to your right, or left.
Pay-per-view events, which is a bit
There is a Sherman coming up to your left.
The WWE is going to regain its falling ratings by finally showcasing some lovely penis vagina action.
I'm coming to your location.
You just need to hit the gym 6 days a week and learn how to properly swanton bomb your partners without shattering their testicles. Oh, fuck me, okay. Danshi Kokose de Ure Koko Light Novel Saka o Shiteru Kirego Goshishita no classmate. They say no
Oh my god! Damn, bro, just dropped like 4 kills in a row, bro. What was that?
Onanoko Mikube o Shimerareteru.
I has SPAA.
There isn't a Wikipedia article for the 12,988 most popular manga on my anime list. I think fairy types are interest because this is an outrage. This translates from Japanese into I'm a high school boy and a best-selling light novel author, strangled by my female actress, and who knows me a little too well was the top search result of that. It's a hentai parody, which has even better reviews than the original source material. Thanks, porn industry. Goddamn it. Dosh Dulwa Torkim.
What the fuck are you doing? What happened? You're just... What are you doing?
Yes, this is Sherman, and it translates to the Duel of Winter, No Chins, Marble, Schroeder, Dead Heat, Licking Head, which references the highest signature two former German chancellors and a Munich beer brewing company, and as far as I can tell, it makes no fucking sense. You want to try to crack this puzzle? Okay, I'll give you a hint. This article uses the redirect back to the Wikipedia article on The Daily Show. If you out there are German and want to leave me a comment explaining what the hell any of this may be, I will gladly read it for real, because I need someone to help affirm to me that I'm not having a stroke. David Smith, random 15-year-old in Texas. Yeah, fuck that guy. Dead prostitutes in popular culture. This was a list that, someone wrote just because they wanted a 15-year-old wrote it.
Yes! I killed an SBA!
Contributors calling this article worthless trash. The original author responded. You guys are just mean. It would have been nice if somebody had told me how this article doesn't merit a place in Wikipedia instead of arranging to have a bunch of people line up and insult me. There are plenty of popular culture articles in Wikipedia, and I don't see how mine is any different. Good point. Okay, let's go ahead and read the opening line to this article and judge it. The dead prostitute is a common trope in popular culture and appears in many films, television shows, and video games. Okay? I think we're good. Death Jazz.
You're gonna be coming up on a heavy tank directly ahead behind right there. Or fuck, I can't mark it.
We and shit gaze, thank you very much. Of a genius. The sequels to Diary of a Wimpy Kid weren't as big of a cultural phenomenon, but I personally prefer this darker, more grown-up version. Do not delete this page. Get fucked! Dodge the tomato. From what I could tell, this was someone preemptively making a Wikipedia page for their own short film. Now, the title isn't important. What is important is the discourse around deleting this article, because it gives me definitive proof that the runners of this website are the equivalent of Carl Fredrickson from Up if his house never took off on its balloon voyage. Crotchety, old, and ready to
I'm
die.
coming with my dog shit SBA.
This was probably a live footage style of film. Like
Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna fucking beam people
most
at this
likely
guy.
kids pelting people with tomatoes for laughs. Yes, we can all agree that this is a really garbage idea for.
Oh my god, I let out like a 4-bullet burst and I shot him down. No way.
Intelligence and wit. And then there's this big
Woo.
fight going on in the edit log about people not only piling on that this article needs to go, but throwing tomatoes at people is most likely to be the toughest fight that actually solves. The ultimate taste of bullying is the most pernicious phenomenon of the worldwide web. The internet
Back to lobby I go. Sadly.
The thrower would be dealing with one very large and very angry Italian. You know those laparoscopic cameras that go where no one really wants to go? Enough said about their gear. Good job, random Wikipedia fact checker. Now the 6 people who actually read over this shit, as well as me 20 years later, are going to know that your response to dumb kids trying to be the next Viva La Bam is to shove a 480p picture taker up their asses. This guy went on to do great things. Golf cart neutralizing thong. This is real. It was a research project run by the Waltham Center for Pet Nutrition, where they collected various dog farts and ranked them on a scale from 1 to 5. The purpose of the study was to help concoct dog food and treats that made dog toots less stinky. Most of the editors of Wikipedia deleted this thinking it was a joke, and while I definitely don't think it needs its own whole article, I just want to remind you that I'm the only person on this website, on the whole internet even, genuinely teaching you things while maintaining this impeccable level of comedy and storytelling. I'm not saying you guys need to erect a 20-foot statue in my honor in Times Square, but it's been an awfully long time without one, and I personally think we're overdue. Don Quixote, El Donkey, El De Niro. Read the novel of Nard Fard Flarp today, rar, GBS 4L. Okay, hang on, this one doesn't make sense because it's missing something. Let me fix that. Don Quixote and El Donkey, El De Niro. Read the novel of Nard Fard Flarp today, rar, GBS 4L. Don Quixote, what the hell? Yep, even in death, MF Doom still hits. Donald Trump, parentheses, planet. Oh, okay. All right, so apparently there's a planet in our solar system named Donald Trump. It's a complete and utter coincidence, but someone tried to make this article to educate the world on this interstellar happening. The body of the article was nothing but a picture of planet Donald Trump, and I'm going to go ahead and put that picture on the screen now. Okay, I have officially decided that I am fucking done with humanity. I know the bar lowers every year, but this is easily one of the weakest jokes I've ever seen in my life. And that's because most of you out there probably don't even get what this is supposed to say. The joke is Donald Trump is replacing Uranus. He's Uranus. Get it? I didn't at first. I only did because the file name of this was Uranus Trump JPEG. I've decided now I really need to know what thermite tastes like. Goodbye. Ooh, banana. Down, down deep in the ground is where his body stays. And down in Mammoth Cave is where his body lies. I think someone tried to make articles...
Can you, are you back in lobby yet? If you aren't, please arrive here.
Spelunker Floyd Collins, who died in Mammoth Cave. There's a billion...
And also ready up if you are back in lobby
it's
already.
It's a great story, and you probably have already heard of it or seen a video on it once you get a little refresher if it's not immediately clicking the bell. What makes me invert my smile upside down is I just know this is going to be one of those quirky, lame, kind of info songs or YouTube-style parody humor songs where someone heard of something secondhand, read about it for 5 minutes, and then wrote the most generic, simplistic lyrics that you can think about it. Okay, let's give it a listen. Wait, this is kind of fucking awesome. Wait a minute. No, I missed! Okay, I actually learned something from scoping this one out, and I think now a lot of you are about to as well. Growing up, you probably know this sound clip of Wario getting his shit rocked in a game of Mario Party.
Oh, I missed!
It turns out, he's not saying, "Do I missed." He's saying, "So I missed," which is German for, like, aw darn, or aw dang, or god fucking damn it. This was actually confirmed by the voice of those clips, Thomas Spindler, who was the German translator for Nintendo back in the Mario 64 days. It turns out that in the same way that Mario spouts off Italian one-liners like Mamma Mia, Nintendo originally wanted Wario to have German flair to him. Now, I don't want to make a claim here that Nintendo is trying to revive the Axis powers by making Mario Italian and Wario German, but they are a Japanese company. Editing Wikipedia while driving, and editing Wikipedia while drunk. I mean, people should be taught how to do this safely, right? There's human beings out there stupid enough to think drinking is a worthwhile activity, so we may as well publish some guidelines on how to do it well. Look, guys, okay, that was all funny game. I'm being serious here now. Don't drink and drive. You can hit a really nasty bump and spill it all over your dashboard. Emo Vader.
This was a redirect pilot, and I have to say I found this very offensive. Those goddamn Jedi always making fun of me for being hollow with my mask on, and looking goofy when taking it off. Well, I just want to know, you might kiss me.
Erotically shaped plants. Oh, so this one doesn't fly, but the real Wikipedia article, unusually shaped fruits and vegetables, does. And that makes sense because that article is actually pretty interesting and talks a lot about produce mutations and designer foods. But I swear, one day they'll finally publish my article on 10 cucumbers so good you wanna fuck them. Everything except Romania is a lie. But I'm American. Everyone has to like cheese, or else I will kill them in their sleep and they will die. Oh, hey, I love cheese. Extreme accounting. The article was a single sentence. In extreme accounting, competitors are required to add and divide 6-digit tax figures while climbing a 60,000-foot mountain, which is decently funny, but still they provide no context or additional details. But I think it would be funnier if it was a 600,000-foot mountain to nail in the 6-digit humor and to ruin any possibility of this ever actually happening thanks to a sponsorship from Red Bull. Famous watermelons. With the entire text reading, watermelons are really complex pieces of fruitery. The most famous watermelon is the late great Edmund Hillary. I don't know where this alleged running joke of calling the first man to summit Mount Everest a watermelon came from, but I'm all for it. And I'm going to be doing it from now on, and I hope you do too. Fart sniffing, ankle biting, and fatty boom boom. And Fatty McJiggle Tits. It's an amazing coincidence that your mother
Oh, my
put
fucking
entries on this
headphones
list
are
back
out of
to
the way.
back.
That's why it sounds
Festival of
weird.
The content of this article said the Festival of is a yearly festival held in England. The festival revolves around sniffing white out and chanting I tried Googling this to find context, and all that came up was this. That's it.
Everybody's got a free plan. The first 3 are free, but it's never really free. The framework, you can actually design for free, without limits. Design websites, create marketing assets, even generate layouts. And only pay when you publish your website. So start designing for free today.
This artwork, man.
What's in your shopping list? So easy. Throughout this book, we have these signs for your top 100-ish gifts, labeled on an assortment of products, books, and if you can't find anything you're looking for, you can always pick one up, scan the QR code to see the full top 100-ish gifts list on your website, and order directly from there. Be sure to check it out and shop today.
The sound Spider-Man makes when punching really fast. You know, those iconic Spider-Man sounds like whip when he shoots web, and oh god, no, someone I love has suddenly been killed whenever he goes on being happy for more than 5 minutes. Flesh-eating zombies at the carpet factory. Article text said, if you live near a carpet factory, watch out. Funny enough, all you have to do is swap some words around, and carpet-eating zombies at the flesh factory sounds like one of the best porn parody titles I've ever heard in my life. Gaming Anus. I'm just going to move on from that. Go with Batman in Manhattan, and that's the title of my favorite Stephen King novel, Glasses Fetishism. There's nothing too noteworthy on the actual article here, but the real gold is what I found in the editor notes. It turns out the justification originally used to try to keep this article around was this 2009 story of a man who went to jail because he stole $45,000 worth of glasses at gunpoint for the sole purpose of trying them on in front of a mirror and then throwing them into the garbage. Now, his defense, he said he really likes being around glasses. What I want to know is why national privacy laws allow CBS to publish this story about me. It's extremely fucked up. Hey, Blinken, this was a redirect to Abraham Lincoln.
I wouldn't get too close to me. This tank has a tendency to spontaneously implode and set everything ablaze. I'm telling you not to do that, you will die. I wouldn't be this close to my tank. I would not be this close to the vehicle.
And of course, Hitler style. Hottest man in the world. You're looking at. But for the sake of argument,
Dog, I'm telling you to get away. If you hit the wrong spot on this tank, you will die.
This is the world's hottest man, which means I have a challenge for you. If you out there happen to be named Frank Foster and think you're the hottest man on earth, let's do a credit card number, including the 3 digits on the back. In the
Come here, bitch.
so we can decide if
Fuck.
for all,
No!
what it takes to
No,
accept
pull the
the
trigger.
trend.
No, why is my fucking gun not working? There we go. Holy shit. This thing's suffering right now. The side armor is quite strong. The front armor is like fucking impenetrable.
Gee, I'm the original poster. Laptop just crashed, that's why I signed on as new today, by the way. And yes, I'm new to Wiki, which is great. I am HO, but I just posted several more links to references to house humping and related context. I'm a member of the Yahoo group, and yes, I know this is a true phenomenon. Just ask my fiance. In England, maybe you have cottaging for gay folks.
Oh,
That's no
trust me,
stranger
you're
to
not
fetish
gonna
house
succeed
humping.
in what you're trying to do.
Primarily hetero, but
Not if I play this correctly, that's not gonna work.
new, but based on our user group messages and other correspondence, this has been going on since the beginning of the hot real estate market about 5 years ago. Someone in our group said there's a movie that I've seen about it, but they called it Sexy Swiping, which I think involves sex and stealing, so that's slightly different.
I really wish you should be able to, like, kamikaze, like, literally kill the player by running into them.
And invite us over. I guess this guy fucked his fiance in an open house, and then they both ran home, loins mid-drip, to enthusiastically join the Yahoo group, and then make this Wikipedia article to enlighten the masses. Apparently, there's also an episode of CSI that talks about this. I tried searching for this bit, but all I got was, like, actual porn of people fucking in houses people rent and fill, you know, open houses. These are just filled with actors and little, like, retailer props to make it look more legit. Oh, yeah, those people are on those websites are totally fucking their actual real stepsisters, too.
Even items already in your cart. Set your default label. Is automatically branded. No extra steps. Just better branding built in. Inside and out. Your garment is yours. Want your pieces to feel more start here. Add custom flavor labels to your next drop and put your brand exactly where it belongs.
And now, for your listening enjoyment, I am going to read the entire H subsection, How, in its entirety. Enjoy. How can I build a wiki of my own? How can I eat raw scorpions without getting stung? How can I tell if I'm really in love? How can I write an article in Wikipedia? How constitute a company in Honduras? How did early humans make canoes? How does an airplane fly? How do you know? How is Ben Stein influential America? How many fat people are there in the world? How many sci-gen papers in computer science? How many spaces after a period? How old are cars? How Star Wars changed the world? How tall was Albert Einstein? How the prequel should have went? How to be anorexic? How to become a lawyer that screams objection every time someone pauses something to do your case? How to be gangster? How to catch a wild asparagus snatching snaggly snort. How to create a Wikipedia article. How to create history of me in Wikipedia. How to create Wikipedia. How to deal with the unpinned nut. How to draw a horse. How to eat a coconut. How to eat a scorpion while it is bathing. How to fly a donkey. How to gain balls and be able to not freeze when the only open spot on the bus is next to a really cute Asian guy. How to get high. How to have sex in Texas. How to increase conversion rate on Pinterest. Conversion rate optimization. How to keep an idiot busy for hours. How to make weird icons with how to repair a dead phone. How to sacrifice an ant. How to stop a hurricane. How to stop the zombie apocalypse. How to trick people into thinking you're a wizard. And finally, how would you go about planning infrastructure to accommodate the growing Nigeria population and wildlife? While you ponder that question, ponder the fact that How to Catch a Wild Asparagus Snatching Snaggly Snort is actually the name of a real Macintosh educational game from 1999, and not the title of some hate group leader's prejudiced biography. And you know what, since we're on a roll, let's go ahead and wrap up with the entirety of the deleted articles, starting with the word I. I am not some starry-eyed waif here to succumb to your paladin sorcery. I am the king. I am virgin. I beheld his glory. I crave that mineral. I do believe we're naked. I don't even know at this point. I don't want to spend this much time on Pinterest sign-in page. How about you? I don't know how to make a Wikipedia article. I have my own page on Facebook. I have to write a stupid essay on this book, and it is really hard, so I'm taking it to the Wikipedia page. I just love it. I just
sir.
It's down my pants. I like milk. I like eggs. I like tater tots. I live for the simple things, like how much this is gonna hurt. I love Tropoja. I love you. I can't wait to be able to just touch each other and kiss. I wish we could spoon right now. I looked for my cup of caring and found that it was empty. I want these motherfucking steaks off this motherfucking plane. I was up above it. And finally, I would like pages of information on vitamins to help with people getting off opioids and are going clean and need help to get clean. And I think that's just about gonna do it for today's video. I have plenty of funny things left to say, but I just stopped caring for the current moment. In fact, I'm so done, I'm just gonna abruptly end this video right now.
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on cut my energy bill in half. They thought I got scammed. But when I showed them my super low energy bill, they were blown away. Check that out. This is our current energy bill.
He's equipping his tiger.
6%
Because, of course, he is.
I just want to share a quick and simple technique that anyone can use to lower their energy consumption without changing their lifestyle. With this method, you can keep cooking, baking, gaming, running your dryer, wash at 90 degrees, and keep your heater running like you used to before. This method can essentially cut your energy bill in half by optimizing your home's energy grid. It lowers your energy bill by anywhere from 20% to 50% by bypassing the spikes in your home's current, which can lead to significant savings on your energy bills. It was discovered by Carl, an electrical engineer during last winter, when, like many of you, he was hit with ridiculously high electricity bills. His energy provider was charging him more.
Shut up.
I, like every other terminally dependent user of the internet, rely on Wikipedia for any and every conceivable piece of common and uncommon knowledge imaginable. And why wouldn't I? Reasons abound, from the sheer convenience factor and widely eclectic topic base to my inner joy in pissing off my old teachers who used to say, "You can't use Wikipedia as a source." Yes, I can, you dunderhead. It's 2025, and despite academia's frivolous protests, Wikipedia is more truthful and fact-checked than any book ever written. After all, why depend on just one person or group's opinion when you can get information continually updated and peer-reviewed by potentially thousands of people? But perhaps my favorite trick from the puzzle-piece pioneer of potentially pointless perspicacity is the grand sense of oddball discovery it has that very few other websites can keep up with. In other words, you can just find some really weird stuff on Wikipedia. This is a dumping ground of nearly all human knowledge of even a modicum of noteworthy quality. And sometimes what people think is important is downright stupid. Deep down website's educational radiance lies one of the worst pitfalls unbecoming of untrained laureates: trying to be funny. Despite how effortless I make it look, blending comedy with education is actually really fucking difficult. Most times you end up siding too heavily with one side or the other. Either your focus is on the material at hand, so your jokes earn you some polite guffaws alongside equal part eye rolls and groans, or your jokes end up dominating your presentation to the point where your audience becomes entertained, but walks away with nothing of substance when the curtain drops. And here we come to the purpose of this video: Wikipedia's deleted articles with freaky titles. This is a collection of real articles submitted to and then deleted from Wikipedia that range from dumb jokes to nonsense to some downright profound levels of unexplainable human thought pattern analysis. And I'm here to step up to the plate and do what Wikipedia can't do: make fun of these articles without embarrassing myself. Wikipedia's sense of humor often comes off as that same one as that coworker you have who likes to think he's knowledgeable of the internet, but really he just spends all of his time on Reddit thinking that anything the slightest bit quirky is the essence of comedy. If you want proof, well, the only reason this collection is specifically called Deleted Articles with Freaky Titles is because it forms the acronym DAFT, with the adjective applied to said articles. Really? That's the best you could do? Okay, watch me outdo you right now. Suspicious titles underlining perceivably idiotic details and requiring text investigation, creating laughter-eliciting scrolls. Stupid articles. Now, I came up with that myself, and I'm just one man. You've got thousands of writers, Wikipedia. Now, some of you may think I'm being a little harsh, but on that same page, they link an article called the List of Really, Really Stupid Article Ideas That You Really, Really, Really Should Not Create. And while it's a general Wikipedia standards guide, it contains really, really tired attempts at humor, such as lolcats, Star Trek fans, unwashed losers, exceptional positions to save the world from further harm would be unnecessary. Which, no, it wouldn't. That would be an awesome article to read. Are you guys stupid?
Breaking. $1,000 at Ashley right now. So let's go check it out. Ashley is calling it their biggest sale of the year, and I can tell you why. Super cute style, and it's true. You get $1,000 off if you spend a certain amount.
Holiday joy starts in Michael's with up to 60% off everything you need to decorate. Deck your halls with the latest trends. Whether you're dreaming of clean wonderland or a shimmery winter dreamscape, visit our beauty store or at michaels.com.
Well, here I am, trapped in the void. I'm not sure where in the video I'm going to be putting this, but I've been stuck in the infinite blackness for about, 3 weeks now? I'm going to forget where the door to get out of here is, and it's fine, don't worry about it. It hasn't really been that bad, and I haven't starved to death. Thanks to Factor. Factor is the meal delivery service that's so efficient they'll deliver the food to your door even if you're trapped in never-ending darkness. My time is very valuable, particularly because I spend most of my days retracing my steps in this unceasing hellscape looking for an exit, which means that Factor's easy-to-make meals are the perfect choice for me. Check out this archival footage of me cooking them by just using my microwave. It's easier than realizing that the only friend you may have for the next month is your imagination, and he only aims to mislead you. Factor offers up to 35 fresh, never-frozen meals a week, including calorie-smart vegan and vegetarian options. So when you do finally break your way through the impenetrable shadow forming in your mind prison, you'll have plenty of delicious options to cure your starvation. And don't forget breakfasts, smoothies, and midnight snacks to help you no matter what time you escape from your timeless chamber of nothing. Head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50HUGBEES to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50HUGBEES at Factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factor, the only brand that guarantees started, all of these entries also have context pages where editors of Wikipedia write down reasons that they were deleted or the logic behind deleting them, etc., etc. The main takeaway to remember is that these are all real titles to Wikipedia articles that people created for one reason or another. Let's get started. Fuck it! Starting off really evocative of the tone of this list with its first entry. As much as I want to believe this was a rallying cry on the fact that fuck it, anyone can write a Wikipedia article on anything. It turns out this is an album title from an entirely unnoteworthy band that someone just scooped off their MySpace page. I'm going to use context clues to guess the band's name was something relevant to their priorities in life, such as, my mom's a stupid bitch for taking away my PlayStation. Question mark, question mark, question mark. On the outset, this one really isn't that interesting. Of course, Wikipedia articles made entirely out of spontaneous keyboard smashes are going to be made on the website just based on the sheer volume of user base. Would you find this one a bit more interesting if I mentioned that it had been deleted 7 different times? Probably not. But made up. I googled this term in an effort to find any sort of information, and the only really related thing that came up besides references to the actual deleted article is a Bandcamp link from world-renowned artist .Yif from God, who makes furry gore grind music and has a #1 chart-topping song titled Not Your Average Day at the FurCon /Aeroneuropsychosis / How Do I Stop My Son from Watching Pikachu Porn /Yif Yellow Infected Flayed Fucker /Tail Plug or Bust a Nut /Oh Rainforest Wasn't Even That Bad. Let's take a listen, shall we? Okay, that's enough. Albert Pujols. Okay. I'm not putting on a bit. I'm gonna read what I wrote here verbatim. I'm not putting on a bit. This is a phonetic redirect to baseball player Albert Pujols, and I can't lie, I am not a proud man. I laughed for 10 straight minutes when I read this one. I just laughed just now trying to record this one. The fact it's more than one hole is what really gets me. Alpacas and buffalo are the same thing. No, they're not. Amazing face on rock that looks like Hitler. Aha, see, this one I actually did some detective work on. This article was written by a person who made this YouTube video. I watched all 1 minute and 19 seconds of this nonsense, and Hitler's face is nowhere to be found on that rock. But I think for some reason the video creator really thought this video was going to be a big deal and tried to make a Wikipedia article for it preemptively. There's even a 7-year-old comment that summarizes this entire entry. Did you really have to create a Wikipedia article on this rock, Lamau? A piano for Mrs. Crack. The best guess I have at this one is it's a parody of A Piano for Mrs. Chimino, a 1982 made-for-TV movie. The phrase, a piano for Mrs. Crack, is potentially a long-forgotten slang for vagina from the 80s based on some discussions I've seen online. All I know is, even if it's not, I'm going to start using this in my daily life because it's an incredible phrase. Other than that, it's the name of some guy who played Team Fortress 2 for a whopping 6 minutes. So if you start to see this name crop up in TF2 servers, I am absolutely taking credit for that. You're welcome. If you're old enough to have seen the 80s, let me know in the comments if this is a real phrase. This is not engagement bait. I really want to know if this is real, and I couldn't find many sources related to it. I just want to know if someone on Wikipedia had a mental breakdown or if this is actual slang. As a parent, would you be willing to let your kid get a bath or shower right now fully clothed in their shoes and socks? What in the fuck is this question? As a man who loves deconstructing stupid hypotheticals, what the hell do I do with this one? Like, get a bath?
I was AFK for too long, I didn't see you.
Take one to the face, because those are two very different experiences. Also, are you considering just putting shoes and socks on to be fully clothed? And why do you have to start this one with as a parent? I need to be a parent to be asked about my kids in the first place. Okay, you know what? I actually got plenty out of this hypothetical with that. Thank you. Ass full of knife. This was a redirect to anal sex, which makes me very, very concerned that some people are doing it very, very wrong. Ass flakes. From the makers of Ass Full of Knife comes Ass Flakes. Baby alligator Sacagawea. Searching for this brings up absolutely nothing. And maybe that's exactly what they want you to think. There's a new conspiracy theory here, I swear to God. Because the only other explanation is people are weird and just come up with crazy, unexplainable shit. And which one of those is more believable? Beep.
Doyle hand tools deliver what pros demand. Quality and durability at a value that can't be beat. Built by experts, so you can trust our tools work as hard as you do. Doyle, built for the pro. Only at Harbor Freight.
Empower your students to be more brainstorm ideas faster. Document the writing process.
get real-time feedback, and much more. It's not just a grammar tool, it's a responsible AI writing assistant for the new era of communication. Download Grammarly for free today.
Baby born with a penis on its back. Case in point, people are just gonna try to publish any weird idea that they can think of, except that one's real, and it happened twice! The condition is called fetus in fetu, and it's a very rare condition where one baby and a pair of twins fails to fully develop in the womb and is absorbed by the other before birth. If you want, you can Google it to see some really gross and potentially disturbing photos. Hooray! I'm gonna put like kittens and puppies and stuff on the screen to help make this better. 2 incidents of this resulting in a baby with a boner on his backside. What the fuck, script writing me? I can't just say that out loud. Oh well, I just did. Occurred in 2010 in China and in 2017 in Azerbaijan. In both cases, the child came out with its former twin's genitals on its back in addition to a normal pair where they should be. Doctors surgically removed them, and the baby went on to live a happy, healthy life of being called Double Penis Boy by his friends and family. Now let's quickly move on from this topic before I'm arrested for something taken out of context. Baby catapult. Alright, now we're talking. This one actually pisses me off because when Wikipedia deletes these articles, the deletion log only gives you a preview of what was deleted and not the entire thing. Here's what you get. The Baby Catapult is an invention of insane genius Maxwell Q Infant Launcher of Indianapolis, Indiana. It is not meant to launch actual infants. It is what? Come on, Wikipedia, stop robbing the world of precious knowledge because of your quality standards. Thankfully, some intrepid Googling gave me an archive of the full article. The Baby Catapult is an invention of insane genius Maxwell Q Infant Launcher of Indianapolis, Indiana. It is not meant to launch actual infants. It is meant to launch Cabbage Patch Kids and the sort. The goal is for them to go 100 feet in the air and 500 feet along the ground. The catapult should be finished by mid-2004, and I am left disappointed again. Mid-2004 was 21 years ago. Where's my